We are here with Infuze at Ultra Miami. Infuze, how are you doing?
Doing really good. Really having fun.
How does it feel to be back in Miami?
Well, it's been, I guess, 2 years since the last time I was here, and it's so nice to be back. And especially the winter in New York was pretty cold, so it's nice to be in some warmer weather.
It's still snowing there?
No, but we had snow like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
What do you like most about Miami?
I love that Miami doesn't care what other people think about Miami. It's unapologetically its own thing. And I also love the Latin influence. It's just so cool I've traveled a lot in South America, so it's really cool to come to a city in the United States that has so much of that. Yeah.
And what do you think about Ultra? It's a big event. What is it? Yeah, what kind of impact does it have had on your career?
Well, this is my third time playing Ultra, and every time it's a little bit better for me. It's obviously, the premier festival brand for electronic music in the United States, so I feel very honored that I keep getting asked to come back. Yeah.
What can we expect at this Miami Ultra from you? What do you have planned?
I'm just down here for a very short trip because I just had a baby. So I'm here for 24 hours and then home. But I played my set earlier today, and it was really fun. I had a really good time. It was really nice to be back on the decks after quite a while. Yeah.
So how was your set? Did it go well?
Yeah, it went really well. I kind of switched a little bit before the pandemic. I kind of moved more into house music territory, and the first set that I did in that new style was at ADE for Martin's big show in 2019, and then the world shut down, and so I didn't get to continue with that new vibe. So it's fun to kind of finally get back and do it. Yeah.
Can you tell us something about how did you got started? What inspired you to become a DJ? Were you always did you always want to become a DJ and become like this famous?
Well, fame really isn't my motivator. I just love making music, and DJing for me was just a really fun thing to do when I was 16, 17 years old, and got into it a long time ago, and I've just kind of always done it. It's always been something that I love doing, and whether I play huge festivals or small rooms or house parties or whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. It's all the same. I just love DJing.
What does success mean to you?
Well, I suppose you could say success means that you get to do what you love for a living, which I do, so I feel very lucky for that. And anything beyond that for me is a bonus.
So can you tell something about your upcoming music, new releases coming out?
Yeah, so I have a whole lot of music coming out. Throughout the pandemic I've been working on an album for a few years, but during the pandemic my whole direction for it shifted into more of kind of like a almost progressive house kind of vibe. And so that's a lot of the stuff that I have coming this year is going to be in that newer style, which is also some of the same stuff I was playing today. Yeah.
Where do you get your inspiration from to create your music?
Well, I don't listen to that much dance music. I listen to a lot of pop music and a lot of ambient music and a lot of instrumental electronic music that isn't dance music, jazz, all kinds of stuff. But I try not to copy like what I hear in dance music, and sometimes I think that's good, sometimes maybe not so good for my career because I'm always doing something a little bit different, but this just always kind of, it's what gets my creative juices flowing, is to feel like I'm integrating sounds from different sectors of music into one kind of zone, and that's, I guess you could say, where the name Infuze comes from, because it's all kinds of different things. Yeah.
And by creating this unique sound, what is most important in your music, and what do you want people to remember about you?
I mean, I love melody. So for me, you know, I would never put a song out that doesn't have a really catchy melody, or at least a melody that I find catchy. I don't necessarily expect everybody to always find it catchy, but for me, melody is always the driver of everything I do. Yeah.
All right. Well, Infuze, I can't wait for your new music to come out, and yeah, well, see you at your next performance. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.